Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, and we are going to change things up just a little bit today because we're going to be doing the All Saints Wake questline. It's Halloween, so I wanted to get it done. So, oh my stars, could it be the self-same adventurer who helped us keep wickedness at bay and transformed All Saints Wake from a night of screams into a day of revelry? That's me. Thank the 12 for bringing you to us, for the fiends of the realm knock at the door once again, and we need a dauntless soul to help us ensure they don't tear it off its hinges. The host of this year's Parade of Horrors is a woman with a pumpkin for a head. I shudder to consider whether this is some elaborate costume or... No, perhaps it is best not to know. Her strange appearance makes my skin crawl, to say nothing of her underlings. Why, one might think the Continental Circus has come again, hiding their monstrous intentions behind the guise of celebration. We can be grateful that none have yet fallen under their spell, but I fear it is only a matter of time. We must act quickly to unearth their schemes. I would begin a thorough investigation at once, but I'm afraid my surveillance duties here prevent me from moving freely. That, my friend, is why I need you. Approach this pumpkin-headed witch under the flag of friendship and offer your services to her ghastly celebration. If you catch even a whiff of foul deeds, I want you to put a stop to them before any innocents come to harm. I knew I could count on you. Now then, you can find our quarry just across the way at Makeddo's amphitheater, where she is doubtless attempting to draw any and all passers-by into her ungodly procession. Humor her for now, but take care not to fall victim to her honeyed words. Alright. Look at all these decorations. I already checked out the vendor and bought 5 of these bats, which I will be putting into our house for sure. Hello. Have you come to join the glorious celebration that is All Saints Wake? All are encouraged and all are welcome. Oh, such eagerness. We are ever in need of willing hands to help with the festivities, preferably with bodies still attached. Of course, I understand a certain meddlesome investigator has tasked you with uncovering any iniquity on my part. Do I have demons and devils at my beck and call? I admit that I do. However, I mean no harm to you and yours, so I hope that our partnership can become mutually beneficial. I believe we can make this All Saints Wake into one that will be remembered for moons to come. Yet before we begin, allow me to illuminate the history of this event and our intentions here. On this most unhallowed of nights, the saints revel in their palatial heavens, and as their judgmental eyes become leaden from drink, the impure are free to feast and frolic without fear of punishment. In ages past, the common folk would rue the coming of this night and cower in their homes. That is until the adventurers took it upon themselves to rid the streets of evil, thus turning the event into a celebration of your collective bravery. A joyous happening to be sure, but what of the goblin, the ghost, and the gremlin? Unfortunately, there are many monstrous sorts who yet consider this a night to spread fear like a plague. And so it struck me, what if All Saints Wake could be on an occasion for celebration among mortal and monster alike? I believe there is room for light in even the darkest of hearts. Which brings me to the question of your involvement. I would have you aid a minion of mine named Papa Gruff in facilitating an All Saints Wake that will allow yours and mine to join hands in mutual merriment. Perhaps you know Papa Gruff. He was once a void sent, so depraved that his kin spoke of him only in hushed whispers, but I have since shackled, or rather politely reasoned with him to commit devilry no more. Knowing of his formidable magical prowess, I have set him to work under these guiding words, frighten enough to tickle, but not scar. Fear need not be an unpleasant experience, and Papa Gruff is doing his utmost to strike that delicate balance between felicity and fright, not with much success, as I understand. I would love to proffer him advice myself, but I believe one such as you would know better what appeals to the mortals of the city. Might you give your beleaguered Papa Gruff a few words of advice? Thank you, truly. He should be putting on a performance near the Leatherworkers Guild at present, assuming he has yet to be chased from Gridania's borders. Please speak with him and give him my encouragement. Okay. You can do that. You're the Leatherworkers Guild. Alright, where is he? Down there, Papa Gruff. Oops. My, what have we here? Another curious soul drawn to my wondrous show. You're in luck, for there happens to be a front row seat with your name on it. Without further ado, I shall summon a foul beast before your very eyes. I only hope you've brought a change of small clothes. A monster? It'll take more than that a magician's cantrip to scare me. Look here, my dear thrill-seekers. Here lies an ordinary pumpkin. Where is it? Take care not to blink, for any moment of distraction may well be your last. Oh, it's a puppy! Grrr. Oh, the terror! Those bloodthirsty eyes, those razor-sharp fangs! Flee if you dare, but this hellhound will chase you to the ends of the earth if you have its ounce of flesh, and I would know, considering the scars of its wrath upon my backside. Imagine each and every pumpkin adorning this fair city transformed to such a thing. Why, dread would prey upon Gridania to the last ilm if I made it so, a veritable banquet of chaos. Bloody brilliant! You drew us in all the talk of monsters only to dash our expectations with an adorable pup. I admit some confusion at first, but now I see that you are a clown among clowns. He's like, wait, not a single blood-curdling scream? But a smile is not a complete failure, I suppose. Ah, my pumpkin-headed master asked you to help me. Oh, well, allow me to peel back the curtain, as they say. My master sent you. I suppose there's no harm in revealing my true identity. I am no clown, you see, but a void sent. My, not even a grimace. Well, I suppose it would be inconvenient if you ran away screaming after every sideways glance in my direction. Now, for the matter of this furry abomination. Frightened enough to tickle but not scar is the agreement that binds me to my master. I don't need to be told twice that summoning any of my kind would be in gross violation of that covenant. So remembering the deceptively winsome countenance of this vicious hellhound, I thought it would strike the perfect balance between horrifying and heartwarming. That is, until a child at an earlier show burst into tears at the pup's appearance. Now, I've seen a man react with a hearty laugh to the exact same dog with nary a trace of fear in his voice. The difference is vexing. Tell me, is a puppy something to be feared or cuddled? Depends. What frightens one may make another smile. Do you jest? You mean to say your kind's definition of terror differs from person to person? I admit that does explain the sheer contrast in reactions I've observed so far. It does place me between a rock and a hellish soul-rending place. If If my task was simply a matter of bringing people to fearful tears, the ground beneath you would already be soaked through. How in the hell's good name does one frighten to tickle? Ah, but you with your delicate sensibilities can teach me to mix dread and delight into a charmingly chilling concoction. Let us begin at once. You get the puppy. Okay, Papa Gruff. I got you. Let's get right to it, eh? First, we need to find people to scare, but not scar. Your kind seems to gravitate towards the pumpkins we place throughout the city, which creates the perfect opportunity for mild mischief. One of our displays should be just over this hill, and another is near the Lancers Guild. Your job is to tell me what to transform the pumpkins into once we find suitable test subjects. Let's see how well you tickle. Ah, it's one of these where he's following us. How the heck do we get out of here? There we go. Come on, Papa Gruff. Okay, off-duty sergeant. Looking at this guy. An All Saints Wake performance. Very well, but I face slavering monsters almost daily, so it will take something quite fantastic to make me flinch. Oh, I could make him flinch so hard his heart would burst in his chest. That's neither here nor there. What type of ghoul would be suitable? Ghastliest ghoul you can muster, because he's a sergeant. Well, if you say so, allow me to oblige. Egads! That gave me quite a fright. I only hope I never face such a monstrosity on one of my patrols, else my final act might be to soil my breeches. Well played, well played. Okay. We got that one. What's this? Elgoat everything. Where's the next one? Up here. You want to be a Lancer. Beep 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 a doo boop boo boop boop boo doo doo. Okay, there should be another person up here. Cowering boy. He's already scared. Those decorations are so scary. You're not here to trick me, are you? This one is ripe for the picking. Forget I said anything. So, what type of ghoul do you suggest? Something spoopy. Something spoopy. Pardon me, spooky. I can't believe they put that in there. A spoopy thing. If you really think so. Eek! Huh? You know, when you look at it, it's actually kind of cute. The puff of smoke was a little scary, though. I think I'm beginning to understand. If a fright doesn't kill your kind, it can actually be somewhat pleasant. I believe I'm ready to take the proverbial stab at it. Come, come, there should be more pumpkins near Apkaloo Falls. Aluka, I always say, but it's not that. Okay. It's right up here. We can run up there. Oh, it's raining. Raining. Over here. Uncowed girl. Don't tell me you're supposed to send a chill down my spine. Clowns are for babies. For babies, are they? I'll make this last wish she was back in her mother's womb. You there, little girl. Look well upon this pumpkin. I'm a monster! Well, what impressive magic. My heart won't stop pounding. Da and Ma will have the fright of their life when I tell them I saw a real honest-to-God's monster. I can't wait to tell them. I'll think twice before I insult the clown again. Thank you for the thrills. Did she say thank you? I scared her near out of her shoes and she thanks me? Can't say I've experienced that before. I dare say I even enjoyed it. Guess now is the time to capitalize upon this newfound tickling skill of mine. Let us visit the display near the Whistling Miller next. Near the Whistling Miller. That's down this way. Startled botanist. Good day to you, young lady. Might you join me in celebrating the joyous occasions that is All Saints' Wake? Celebrate? That's the last thing on my mind. Please go and bother someone else with that ghoulish makeup. Oh my, aren't you in a fright? And not the good kind either. What happened, lass? Papa Gruff is here to help. You'll really help? Well, I could certainly do worse than a clown. I've come from the Great Gloam Growery, although fled from is probably more appropriate. I was tilling the fields like always when I heard a frightful voice from behind me. I turned around to meet it and came face to face with the foulest monster I've ever seen. When I regained my senses, I was here, my throat hoarse from screaming. No power in the realm can persuade me to return, not while that horror wanders unchecked. A monster? We haven't visited the growery yet. What could it have been, do you think? We might have a real demon on our hands. You may very well be right. Those illusions I summoned are no more capable of free movement than the pumpkins they sprang from. Yes, no doubt there are void scent running amok. Here I am, tying myself into knots, trying to learn the subtleties of spookery, while some uncouth brute goes rampaging through the Twelveswood with nary a thought towards artistry. If we forgive such behavior, our efforts to find glee and terror will have been for naught. Tremble and fear no longer, lass. We shall investigate the matter. Truly? You're the first people to believe my claims are more than seasonal mischief. Well, I knew Father was wrong when he said all clowns were villains. Thank you. Again, those words ring strangely in my ears. However, 'tis not an entirely unpleasant sensation. I know this wasn't why you were sent to assist me, but there's no telling how many of my kind we may find. A single void, clown can only achieve so much. So would you lend me your aid in case the situation gets undesirably bloody? Thank you. Look at me, expressing gratitude to one of your kind, no less. Well, no matter. Let us depart to the Great Loam Growery and settle this. Okay. Great Loam Growery. And it's raining. Ah. Our roguish quarry is close, doubtless lying in wait somewhere to catch us unawares. Once they show themselves, don't indulge them with anything but a face of stony indifference. Ooh! That's what she thought. Oh, come on. As I thought, a fellow Void sent. And what, pray tell, are you doing here? Brother of the Void? Then you know why I'm here. For the night of devilry. Once we were free to carouse, creep, and caper, guided by the great pumpkin-headed archfiend. For too long have we been denied our demonic rights, and it is I who shall reinstate our grandest event. Yes, the age of the Great Gorge shall give way to the era of the Great Pot. Even now my allies lie in wait throughout the city, ready to usher in the night of devilry. You must join us, brother. Join us and we rise again. No. What? Why? Even if I wanted to, my covenant prevents me from engaging in the wanton vileness you propose. Regardless, I have no desire to join you for some cheap jaunt through the city with only a few startled mortals to show for it. Such indelicate devilry would only result in our swift and total annihilation. Ha, spoken like a true coward. Don't tell me you're frightened of some sharpened sticks and clumsy clubs. Oh, but I am frightened, as you too would be had you tasted the full brunt of my master's fury. Perhaps you may yet, if you continue to insist upon this foolish course. I have learned how to blend in with people here and extract terror in such a way that does not tempt retaliation. Your plan would bring but a single night of debauchery. Learn how to cohabit, however, and our collective revelry can last forevermore. Traitor! Then my minions and I will devour you and your bland bread loaf of a friend. That head! The great gourd! Naughty children ill-deserved to join in the festivities. They should be happy as decorations to serve as an example for any who would follow in their footsteps. Oh no. My lady, how pleasant it is to see you. Dare I ask why you grace us with your presence? I caught wind of a void scent disturbance and came here to investigate. When I heard your voices, I knew something was afoot. I must say, I'm quite pleased that you see the merit in my approach to All Saints' Wake. Yet something must be done about the other beasts that have crept into the city. Let us give them the same treatment and continue enjoying this unhallowed season on our own terms. With your help, rounding up our reckless kin should prove to be a simple matter. Let us make this All Saints' Wake an occasion to remember for those who dwell in the light and shadow alike. If you slight any errant ghouls, perform a spell I demonstrated earlier. In doing so, we shall convince the residents of Gridania that the source of their supposed nightmares was not but a cluster of mundane pumpkins. This wand possesses the transformative power you require. Simply swing it about in a grandiose manner and point it at your target. Once the charms have been cast, I shall collect the pumpkins. I understand they are quite delicious when baked in pie. Dang, that's dark. Oh, we got an All Saints charm. You've learned the emote All Saints charm. Papa Gruff, you got something for it? Let's try it first. Emote. All Saints charm. Cool. Alright, Papa Gruff. Just when I was getting the hang of being the life of the party instead of the death of it. Let's wrap this up quickly, lest the year's All Saints' Wake be remembered as a disaster. I sense something sinister lurking deeper in these fields. As well as a trail heading to the east, perhaps towards the market or the Lancers Guild. Splitting up will be the easiest way to end this quickly. I'll escort the botanist from earlier back here and deal with whatever still haunts the growery. I shall use the opportunity to convince her that what she witnessed before was nothing but an overzealous pumpkin. That should put her heart at ease. I will leave the rest of Gridania to you. Once the Void Scent has been verily vegetated, meet me at Makedo's amphitheater so we can deliver my master news of our success. Now let the show begin. Okay, use Void Scent. Search for Void Scent in Old Gridania and use the All Saint charm to transform them. Does it show me where they are? It does. So let's go up to the Lancers Guild. And then let us pull this over here. Aha! Oop. A pumpkin? Wait, this is all part of the All Saints' Wake festivities, isn't it? I must say, that made my heart skip a beat. This is what adorns the streets. I cannot wait to see what the main stage has in store. A pumpkin. This one's cute. This is a cute little thing. Do, 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 do. Alright. There's another one. Perturbed citizen. Not even scared. He's just like, what the heck? Ding. What? It was just a pumpkin? I knew the Wood Whalers wouldn't let such wicked things into the city. I've never seen such a feat of illusion before. If the rest of All Saints' Wake is as entertaining, I'd best go find the main event. Okay, and then another one through here. Flustered girl. Don't you worry. Ding. Huh? What? It was a pumpkin the whole time. I can't believe I fell for that. But now that I know it was just a trick, I'd like to see it again. Look how sad he looks. You have turned all the prowling void scent into harmless pumpkins. Papa Gruff awaits at Miketo's amphitheater to hear tidings of your success. Alright, Miketo's amphitheater, let's go. There you are. I took care of the void scent still haunting the Great Loam Growery. Did your hunt go as smoothly? Good, good. Now we can safely say that the only frights in store for the citizens of Gridania are that of the decidedly entertaining variety. I took the liberty of gathering the pumpkins you created. Their punishment will not be eternal, but they can stand to remain in their current form for the duration of the festivities. It is the least they can do in repentance. Well, she's not actually making them into a cake. There you are, my fearless clown. Thank you for reassuring me. I had worried I might have to retire from my position at the Great Loam Growery and seek less haunted climates. As the master of the Botanist Guild, allow me to extend my personal thanks for helping my gifted pupil avoid such a decision. It would have been a grievous loss for all of us. Oh, it was no trouble at all. In fact, I should thank you for being such an exemplary audience. A true entertainer brings his all to every stage, be it the grand amphitheater or cozy vegetable patch. I only hope you were half as thrilled as I was. That scary, or whatever that was, looked so real. I never could have guessed it was just a garden variety pumpkin. Truly, I feel privileged to have seen a master of illusion at his craft. As do I. Would that every day were so filled with surprises. As a token of our thanks, we've made some pumpkin cookies from our most recent crop. Please enjoy them in good health. I do believe I can get used to this being thanked thing. Well, since you've gone through the trouble, I'd best eat them before they're cooled. My good health. This is delicious! This flavor, I've never tasted anything like it. The cookie's aether is tinged with something I can't quite pin down. It's bold, but not overpowering. Is this a taste of gratitude? Oh, how much my life have I wasted only supping on terror, when all along a whole world of flavors was left neglected. I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I shall consider your words a compliment nonetheless. These cookies are but a small token of my appreciation. I only wish I could have given more. You mean I could potentially receive more gifts? If performing my act will get me more baked delights, I'd better get to work straight away. Why, this is shaping up to be quite the All Saints' Wake indeed. Could not have imagined a better day of celebration for all. Our success here is in no small part thanks to you. As I believe that Papa Gruff now has matters well in hand, I shall return to my manor. Pray visit if you are so inclined. Ah yes, before I forget, do apprise that troublesome investigator of what has transpired here. Maybe he will finally cast his prying eyes elsewhere. I like this bat pumpkin. Okay, let's go tell the investigator. Things are well underway. What a fantastic yarn! Monsters plotting against monsters, all to make us happy? I admit I find your story hard to swallow, but I also see no reason why a fellow guild member would lie. Very well, I shall take your tale at face value and consider these to be glad tidings indeed. However, I cannot help but wonder if this is all an elaborate ruse. They knew we were watching them, and that may have compelled them to put on a show of charity. After all, a monster cannot change its skin overnight. I shall continue to keep a close eye on their activities from afar. I thank you for everything you've done, and hope against hope that the evil has been laid to rest. Yay! You now have access to Sneaky Hollow. Speak with the unusual usher at Makedo's amphitheater to be escorted to the costume party. Alright. Well, I think we'll go ahead and end the episode there, and I want to wish you guys a happy Halloween. And when we come back, we'll continue on with the main story quest. We just needed to take a little side tour for this, and this year's was really cute. I wish we would have gotten a costume or something, but an emote is okay too. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.